one of the biggest differences is people are struggling to figure out a few things when they buy services, and you have to provide answers to these. And the more you can do it explicitly in your marketing, the better. One thing they're trying to figure out is, what do you not know? Because with services, they're buying context, they're buying expertise. Even all the blue collar ones we mentioned, right? You're buying somebody who can do your lawn your way, all the way up to your accountant. You want them to basically work with your kind of business. You don't want an accountant that only works with the Fortune 50 working with your 25-person shop, or vice versa. In our context, they want to know that we really understand the technology landscape, so we can provide meaningful insights and recommendations and marketing advice. And so they're desperately trying to figure out, what do you not know?
Right.
And that's a little and I would say there is a little correlation. Like on products, most of the time people are trying to figure out, what does this thing not do well? It's why we sort Amazon reviews by least helpful, right? You know what I mean? It's why we don't trust the 5 stars. We flip it around and we go to the 1s, right? And we're like, oh, it's cheap and horrible and breaks in 6 months, right? Okay, I won't buy it. I wonder who wrote all these 5-star reviews. And with services firms, they fall into this trap of kind of never creating a boundary around the business, because they're smart people and they feel like they can just kind of incrementally do new things.
Also,
Right.
probably when they started out, you're small and you want to take any business you can get. So
Well,
people say,
right,
what do you
right,
do? And you're like, what do you want me to do? I do.
right. And I would say that that is the seed of the first sin, right? Basically, because what happens then is, if you don't figure out a way to box that and stop that from growing, you will eventually reach some point where a couple years later, you got clients in all these different industries and all these different spaces, and you're desperately trying to like productize what you do and turn it into this like specific mousetrap is all the advice you get. Like, here's my 3-step training program, and here's my 4-step checklist, and here's my 5-step whatever. But here's the problem. Everybody starts to look at those things and they're like, well, it's another checklist and it's another training program, right? What they really want, again, is they want to know, like, do you really know them?
Right.
And what I'm trying to get at is, you can keep telling them you know them, or you can just say what you don't do.
Right.
Because the minute you say what you don't do, they're going to trust that more, because they know you're making a conscious choice to not go after a certain type of business.